You're listening to Sneaky G, the Cowboy Hippie, and the Clary OG, the Two Roost podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
I'm gonna keep it 100, you heard me? Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all ain't even...
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stephen, a.k.a. Sneaky G. Man, I'm chilling with Clary OG.
What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing today, man? I am doing absolutely fabulous on the second week of the NFL schedule. How are you doing, Sneaky?
You just gonna jump right in it.
No, I mean,
You
dude,
just
let's be
gonna
real.
jump right in it.
You know, look, Michigan won. Cowboys won. I was in the ceremony, and I was a minister of one of my best friend's wedding Saturday night. It was a win-win-win weekend for me, man. But how was your weekend though? I mean, besides, another L, did you have a good weekend?
You know what? I did actually.
Good.
I did actually. I did. Yesterday I went to myself, the wife, and my baby girl. We all went to a it's called the Dallas Fan Expo,
Right.
and I'll give you your moment here in a second. Let's talk about the Cowboys, and
No, it's all good, dude. It's all good.
But I got you know what I'm going to do next year when I go. I'm going to do a tally as to how many Harley Quinns I see out there. Now I'm going to tell everybody that's watching this, and I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. There are so many Harley Quinns out there. They come in every color, every shape and size, and I love it. I love it. There is not one Harley Quinn that disappointed.
I thought you were gonna.
I
thought you were gonna tell me you're gonna set up a Sneaky G little place to people go visit you, man. I mean, you're like a celebrity, man, in the New York Giants fan base, bro.
You know what? It's funny you say that because okay. Those that don't know, the Fan Expo is like a Comic-Con, right?
Right.
San Diego has it, Denver, Seattle, anyway. So they were like filming people. Okay. They were filming a guy that was dressed up as Blade. No, I'm sorry. It was Samuel L. Jackson's character in the End Games.
Don't ask me, dude. I don't watch shit.
I forgot. Oh my god. Oh, Fury. I think is it Captain Fury? It's Mick Fury. Anyway. So I walked over there, and I'm like, hey, you know me. I'm like, hey guys, how about we do a quick interview? My name's Stephen A.K. Sneaky. I had the whole Sneaky G, man, and then it was like deer in headlights, and they're like, no, this is just for cosplay. And I'm like, wait, no, I get it. I mean, I am in. This is cosplay. I'm a Giants fan in Dallas, Texas. I mean, and they're like, yeah, they say you have other things to worry about than us interviewing you. And I'm like, okay, I could take a L. Because we've gotten 2 back-to-back. So it's, But anyway, I did get a win. This weekend. I met none other than Carl Weathers.
Throw in the damn towel.
Throw in the damn towel. I met Carl Weathers. That brother is still cool as the other side of the pillow. What you say? He's 73 years old?
73 years old, man.
Still looks like he could get in the ring.
That's amazing.
Still looked like he could put on some shoulder pads. And I even told him, I said, as I was walking away, I said, you could probably go another couple of rounds with Stallone. And he straight up said, "Don't get me started."
Dude, there might be another movie, dude, the way they're doing things these days. Shit.
And you know what I didn't realize? I didn't know he played for the Raiders.
Yeah, you told me that. I remember he played. I just didn't know with who.
I did not know that man played for the Raiders. And there was a picture of him in the Raiders uniform. And I had already got my, Mama Boss is a huge fan of Mandalorian. That's where she knows him from. So I had him autograph that one for my wife. And it was funny though, because he actually thought, because Sienna was up there with me, and he thought that was my wife. I'm like, no, this is my daughter. I was like, no. But we had a good time. Family had a good time. Man, it was hot yesterday too.
Dude, it's still hot, man.
It was hot. Just to the convention center, just from the car to the convention center and the convention center and back. Yeah, I think I lost like 10 pounds of sweat. Easy. Each time.
I ministered my friend's wedding. Let me tell you real quick. This was a Mexican-American wedding. Family from Mexico, California, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico all showed up. And let me tell you, when you get these Mexican Americans, we didn't stop till 9:00 this morning. Dude, you talk about God, dude. You know what's thinking? Let me tell you, man. So it's a good friend of mine. I know the bride and the groom very well. One of my best friends, and it's crazy because we were all joking when I was standing with him waiting for her, and when she started walking down the aisle, you get caught in the moment. I was like, "Oh, she looks beautiful, man." I was telling him, and he looks at me. The groom looks at me, and he goes, "You're tearing up, dude. You can't cry at my wedding." And I was like, "Bro, I'm sorry, dude." I was caught. Like the minister of the wedding was like, I was like, "Oh man, this is beautiful." But you know what, man? Great family, great times, dancing, singing, drinking, dude. We celebrated all night till the morning. And then I slept a little bit up till the Cowboys game.
I saw your live a little bit yesterday. And people say it to me, so I can say it to you. You are unrecognizable without a hat on.
Right.
Unrecognizable. And not only that, you had on a tie.
No, I didn't.
You didn't have a tie? I thought you had a tie on. It looked like you had a tie on.
Well, she was kind of far, but I was not wearing a tie. But go ahead.
Well, in your TikTok, as you were going to your mother-in-law's house, did you have a tie on then?
That was probably my beard the way it was, or maybe I did. That was pre-wedding. We were dropping the girls off.
Okay.
But yeah, I was told that a lot in that video about. Wait, we don't ever see you without a hat on.
Okay, yeah, and I didn't. Of course, I didn't. It was alive. So, yeah. When did you shave your head?
So I always shave my head about once or twice a year. Let my hair grow out. I actually have. It doesn't look like it now, but I got a pretty good head of hair, and it grows pretty quick. And 3-4 times a year, I just shave it off, man, because I always wear a hat. But and I didn't want to fix my hair up anyway. I didn't go to a barber before the wedding, so I was like, I'm just gonna shave it, man. But yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I was going to take my hat off in solace of you taking your hat off.
No, it goes back on quickly. It goes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig right in. I'm going to go in and I'm going to talk about my Giants. Yeah. You know what? Do you want to lead it?
Yeah. So because since you can respond better to me, look, I'll tell you what, man. This is look. Okay, I'll start off with this. This was not a bad game for Danny Jones. And I'm going to get right into some of the – look, I sent Sneaky a text after. I don't rub it in. Me and Sneaky are not like what you think. All I told him was my opinion of the game. I thought that field goal to go up 26-20 was useless. and I thought your last drive was so conservative, Jason-esque type of drive that I saw for years, that at some point the head coach, now I don't know how they coach there in New York. I don't know if the head coach goes over there and says, hey, Garrett, we need to go for a first down. We need to go for a touchdown here. I don't know if that conversation ever happened, but I do want to bring up one more thing that I mentioned before the season started, that Galladay would become a problem on the sideline. And he was chirping a lot at Danny Jones on that sideline. Now, Daniel Jones did the correct thing, the leader, the quarterback thing, downplayed it, said he's just emotional, he wants to win. So that's all I got to say with him. But I'm gonna ask you that question, then lead into what you thought about the game. Is Galladay going to be that guy that no one likes on the team that I said he was going to be? Is he starting to show frustrations, losing, not being the star right now that he wants to be? So tell me about Galladay, and then lead into your thought about the game.
So I'm hearing a lot of outside chirping that Galladay wasn't yelling at Jones; he was yelling at Garrett. But then I heard it was Jones, then I heard it was Garrett, and I'm never going to hear the full story. So
Right.
To answer your question, when you're losing, everything comes to surface. Right. Nobody's happy. So I don't blame Galladay for showing some emotion now, but it's a double-edged sword. I mean, for me, when I first saw it and I thought he was yelling at Jones, in my mind, I'm like, bro, you just got there. Sit down somewhere. But then I thought about it. I'm like, he could have done it two ways. He could have been like, shit, I'm getting my money. But the fact that he's showing some emotion, okay. I think it's okay to show some emotion. Just don't. Now, if you're gonna say it, you gotta preach it. You gotta speak on the field. I'm gonna. You might wanna mark this on the calendar. You might want to bookmark what I'm about to say. You guys were right. Okay, last Thursday's game, you guys were right. Garrett is conservative. Garrett plays not to lose. Some of the play calling was, and this is 2 weeks in a row, though. This is 2 weeks in a row. The play calling was atrocious. I think that, I know everybody wants to talk about the non-offsides call.
Right.
Regardless, it doesn't matter. It's done. It's over with. The sun came up the next day. The game is in the books as a loss, and we got to move on to Atlanta. And I'm glad you led with Daniel Jones didn't play bad. I'm glad you led with that. I want to get this question. Sneaky, how can you stay so positive? How can you stay so positive about the Giants when it's been so long since we've been good? I understand the Lions have the worst or have it worse, but still, and I'm still a fan for life, but damn, it's frustrating. Giants fan number 10, great question. Great question. This is why
dude.
This is why I can stay positive. If the 2016 Cubs can win the World Series, there's hope. Bottom line. From 1990 to 2000, Giants fan number 10, we had some dog days. Them dog days started with Dave Brown, Kent Graham, Danny Cannell. Kerry Collins got us out of the dumps, got us to a Super Bowl. Then Kurt Warner, and then Eli, and here we are now. Right now, in my heart of hearts, believe me when I tell you this, we're earning our stripes. Bottom line. That's how That is why I can stay positive. Bottom line. Now,
Well, you know, Giants 10. That is a good question, man. Look, man, we're fans for a reason, okay? You know, Sneaky takes a lot of heat. I get a lot of heat about. Look, man, why would I not say we're winning the Super Bowl? Why would I not say it? Why would Sneaky not say it? We come out 0-0 every year. We're all tied. And everybody always I get the same arguments in my comments all the time. It's been 25, 26 years, Clary. I know. And it's frustrating. And I get that you're frustrated, young man. I get it. How do you think we feel as Cowboy fans, dude? It is frustrating. But you got to keep believing, man. Look, I honestly feel that this game coming up Sunday for the Giants against a bad Atlanta team. Look, Vegas has Judge as the most odds to get fired during the regular season. And if there's a bad showing, if you guys Sneaky, if you guys go 0-3 to a bad Atlanta team,
right?
I don't know. Some heads are gonna be Judges at the top of the list to get fired, according to Vegas.
I don't. You know what? And I only know what I know, and I don't know how Vegas gets their sources.
Right.
But Gettleman is more in the hot seat than Judge is.
That you're right. I agree with you.
Because I mean, this is his only second year.
Right.
And you know, Judge inherited Jones.
Right.
You know, I mean, there's no investment. I mean, there's no, that's my guy. Gettleman selected Jones. So there's that. So, I mean, I don't know what about the over, but I would choose the over.
Right.
If I was a betting man in Vegas. I don't see Jones going anywhere. I mean, not Jones. I'm sorry. I don't see Judge. I don't see Judge going anywhere anytime soon.
God, dude. I mean, you guys should arguably be at least 1-1 though, man. After,
you know, I mean, you're right. You're right. And honestly, I feel we should be 2-0. But I mean, we are what our record says we are now.
Right.
Now, Thursday night, we had 11 penalties.
Right.
For 81 yards. Now, of course, if it was only 10 penalties, we'd be having a different conversation right now.
Right.
But the fact that it does, because it was 11, you know, that just shows lack of discipline. My thing is this, and I love the way Judge comes out and he communicates to the media, to the press. And I'm assuming he communicates in the same manner to the players. Now, when it comes to the players, are they buying what he's selling?
Right.
They got to be all in with Coach Judge. They got to be all in. Now, you know, the play calling, it does lie on Coach Judge to some point. If this offense is not coming off the ball or getting, actually this game we had more time in possession. We were over 30 minutes.
Right. Look.
We almost had over 400 yards total offense. We didn't try it on fourth down. We were 4 and 12 and third down efficiency. We need big plays. You know, we had 21 first downs. They had 5. Penalties for me really stuck out. That really hurt this game.
Right.
Really.
And that comes back to discipline, like you were saying, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, we saw it all day today in the Chargers game against the Cowboys as well. You know, the Chargers kind of gave them the game. But it's the same thing, man. Penalties just – God, dude, there's so many damn penalties in these games lately, man. It slows the game down. It gets frustrating. You know, like, do you ever watch the game and then you're afraid to cheer now because you're waiting for a flag?
you're like, wait, no flag.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. But
what, I'm really glad you said that as well about how you let off, how the Chargers how the Chargers basically lost that game. I mean, what was it? It was 2 touchdowns called back.
right.
If I'm not it was 2,
Wait.
right? It wasn't. Was it 3?
Wait, what was? Well, I know the one at the end. What
There
was
was
the other one?
The one at the end, and then there was one at halftime.
Oh, there was two. There was two.
There was
But you
the
know
two.
what? They were both good calls. I mean, that's penalties. The illegal shift was an illegal shift. It is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't see. That's the problem. I didn't see the instant replay on that one.
Oh, that was a clear.
But
the big penalty, the big one was the sack. Did you see that? Do you remember that?
Where he was running backwards and he threw the ball? Yeah.
What do you want the guys to do? See, we got to wait. The Cowboys got a call there. That should have been an incompletion. I don't understand. He was never in the. I mean, I'll take the call. Don't get me wrong, bro. Because we've been on our fair share of the other side as well. But, dude, like you said, we're 1-1. You can tell me whatever they want to say.
Yeah, you're still 1-1.
Like, I was upset with our play calling at the end. I'm like, we had these timeouts in our pockets. We were controlling the ball. And we settled for a 53-yard field goal.
Right.
I was like, what do we do? Oh, I was fired up, Sneaky. I was fired up about that play calling as well. I don't understand it sometimes. I think these coaches just get so into the what's the like
in the
like they're afraid to lose. Like they're afraid to lose so bad that they'll settle for a 53-yarder. And if we miss it, we'll go to overtime, huh? No, bro. I don't know. These coaches' decisions have just blown my mind this last couple of weeks with you guys, with us. McCarthy questionably last week as well, so conservative in that game as well. So I don't know. You Giants are 0-2. What do you got? Atlanta, I think. We
got Atlanta next. Now let's talk about Atlanta real quick. This is a must-win for us.
Absolutely.
We got. I hate to say, must win, especially so early in the season. But to kind of somebody got to win the game, and it got to be us. It got to be us.
I agree. This is a must win for you guys. I agree.
I don't even want to say if. Because I still, I'm a fan. I still believe we're gonna come in Dallas and pull on an upset.
Look, you got the Falcons, and the Saints, and the Cowboys. Look, dude, you guys have to win. God, dude, and then you play the Rams right after the Cowboys, man. I mean, that's a tough 3-game stretch right there.
And then the Panthers, and then the Chiefs, and then the Raiders after the bye, the Bucks.
I'm telling you, dude,
it's gonna be a tough haul.
It is.
Even after the bye. So Danny got a good question. So quick question for you fellas. Now with Tua injured in Miami, you think the Dolphins call the Texans about Winston, or do they sign Cam Newton?
God, dude, look here. What is going on with Deshaun Watson? Can somebody tell me?
It's still allegations.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, nothing is final. Nothing is. Investigations are going on. Last I heard, now when people read articles, right? They just read the headings, and then they'll do one of two things. They'll read the heading, and then they'll read the rest of the paper, or they'll just read the title and run with it. Last I read, it said Deshaun Watson investigated by the FBI. Okay?
Right.
But when you read the article, it said that one of the accusers is being investigated by the FBI. I can't remember what was the charge. What was it for? Was it racketeering or what do you call it when you mess with evidence? Something like that. I don't even know. I would just say look it up yourself. I don't even know. But the fact that it said FBI, Deshaun Watson, I'm like, wait a minute. Now the FBI is going after him? And then when I read the article, and the reason why he was mentioned was because he was being interviewed for that accuser.
Right.
So it wasn't even him. It was just that he, he was not a part of it, but he's one of the witnesses that testified for him, or not testified, that he had to do an interview for about that whole. I'm sorry, the woman that's being investigated. They had to talk to Winston about her. There we go. There. Now I corrected it.
Hey, look, honestly, man, I kind of see Cam Newton at home putting on some Miami tunes, feeling the vibe, dancing a little out in his house, man, and saying, "Welcome to Miami." Yeah. I could see Cam Newton showing up at the Miami airport, decked out, and say, "Let's go win some games, Dolphins." I would love to see. I like Cam Newton. I've always liked Cam Newton. I would love to see him. And we talked earlier in the day when Tua got hurt. Me and my buddies were talking about it as well, about Cam Newton possibly going there. I think it's a big possibility, Danny. I really do. I would love to see it, though. At least I would love to see it, man.
Oh my God! And then imagine if he went against the Patriots.
Right, dude.
That would be nice.
Pretty fun, man.
But now, so okay, I want to address this now. Sneaky G Man, what happened to your Giants? Well, that's a damn good question, and I don't know. The defense that we had last year, it's not the defense that we have this year.
Right.
Offensively, I think we're just trying to identify ourselves offensively. Are we a running team? Are we a passing team? I think that's basically what it is, to be honest. So Armando, you can read that, Clary. I'm not gonna read that.
Puro pinche Cowboys, way, let's go.
Anyway.
Let's go, Mando.
Anyway.
Hey, look. Let me say something about your Giants too, man. Like we were talking about earlier with that question from, I think it was Mickey. Look, dude, they're in a must-win situation Sunday. We were looking at the schedule. I don't know when he popped in the podcast. And by the way, this is the Truth Podcast. They have a tough stretch after the Falcon game, man. And if they go down 0-3 after week 3 with what's ahead of them, this could be a really, really, really gut-wrenching next few weeks for Giants fans, Giants management, Giants people across the world, man. They're in trouble, dude. They are in trouble. And we'll see. We'll see how they respond to the Falcons. Now, are they in Atlanta?
No, we're home.
Okay.
That is the celebration for Eli Manning. They're retiring his jersey that game. Next Sunday. I forgot the date, but it was on the 26th.
Right.
Yeah, it's Mike, you'd answer. I mean, that's facts. We are in a must-win situation. We got to win. And I mean, I said it's going to be a tough stretch, but at the same time, we got to focus game by game. Every game's a new game. Every game's a new week, and that's kind of how we're going to have to approach it. But the rest of the NFL was kind of crazy today.
Yeah, it was.
You said earlier you made some picks and you
Yeah, so on a show I did earlier, man, the Raiders were +6 on the road against Pittsburgh, and in week 2 in the NFL you could always find some really good betting lines. And this was one of them. Pittsburgh's big win on week 1 resulted in a big line in week 2. And, Carr, man, Carr is I'll tell you what, after 2 weeks, Carr's an MVP candidate if you just count 2 weeks of football. And the Raiders went into Pittsburgh and manhandled them, man. And I called that game. I said, take the Raiders straight up, and they were 6-point dogs. That was a good game for the Raiders fans, and that just shows kind of where Carr's at right now. But they look pretty dang good, man. Impressed with that game. I was really impressed with that team in that game today.
I like Carr. I like Carr. I just hope Gruden likes him.
Right.
And I think, of course, Gruden has to like him because he's still starting for him.
Right.
But, Carr, he's been showing what his worth is the last, few years. Granted, I don't have his stats in front of me. I don't know his QBR or whatever the case may be, but he's a fighter, and if it wasn't for his broken leg, before the playoffs, back a few years ago, maybe they would have made a deep run
right
into the playoffs. So, yeah. And
the Saints laid an egg today. The Saints absolutely looked like trash after week 1. It's crazy, man. It's a crazy league, dude. The Saints, Winston looked like worse than Tampa Bay Winston, man. And I was like, what happened, dude?
Well,
week to week.
It's funny when I'm about to say this, but he only threw 2 picks this game, though. So it's not really that bad. It's not really that bad. Well, he played a tough team. Hold on a sec. Who did he lose to? Who did Winston lose to?
The Carolina Panthers with Sam 2-0 Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Sam Darnold's kind of showing his colors, ain't he?
That Carolina defense, man, is really good. They were underestimated coming into the year. I have them on my fantasy team. I was been watching them, and they're a good defense.
How many? Damn. Yeah, they are a good defense. How about a total yardage of 128 yards?
Yeah, and it was a junk. It was a junk score.
Oh my God! So they got 80 yards passing, 48 yards rushing. Now this is all Saints stats right now.
Right.
The Saints averaged 3 yards a play.
Right.
Which, if you think about it, 3 yards a play, it's not bad because you figure, it is bad.
No, that's bad. That
is bad because I'm thinking. My bad. See, quick maths. I'm not good at math. I'm thinking 3 times 4, which is 12, but 3 times 3, it's 9. So meaning,
that's a very low number.
Right. Because by the time you get to the third down, you only got 9 yards. On 4th, you got to punt it. Yeah.
And
it's showing that they're a disciplined team because Carolina only got 5 penalties for 49 yards.
Right. Maybe Sam Darnold found himself a little home, man. The guy, he's still young.
Yeah.
He's very young.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off again.
No. I didn't know if you were moving on from that game, but I wanted to bring up Zach Wilson. Speaking of where Darnold came from, the New York Jets, man. Dude, Zach Wilson, man, he needs some help. He might be thrown out there too early. I don't know, but God, dude, not looking good right now.
Before we jump on him, I will never forget Football 101. My freshman coach told us, in order to win the game, we got to win time of possession. Any team that's closest to 40 minutes win. Have better odds of winning the game. And the Panthers had the ball for 38 minutes. 38 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to throw that out there.
Analytically, I'm not big on time of possession as I was back in the 90s or even 2000s. I don't think it's that big of a deal anymore. It still does say a little bit about the game, though. It does say a lot about the game. But, turnovers, sacks, those things just change the course of directions, man, of game. Like you can control a clock and go down there and kick a field goal. The other team would throw a 70-yard bomb. You go out there, drive 70 yards, fumble. The other team, two plays. Right. So I don't, because the game has changed so much over the years, man. As far as controlling the ball, and that's why nothing to throw against you guys, but watching the Cowboys all these years with Garrett, he coached kind of like it was a 1990s version, man. Like, oh, we're going to go up by 3 with 2 minutes left because the chances are teams aren't going to score with 2 minutes. Bro, this isn't 1995 anymore, Garrett.
Yeah.
These guys are fast. Let me ask you something, though, about that. That the last few years, end of first halves, end of games. Okay, so everybody talks about prevent, but no one's really playing a true prevent anymore unless you're up by 20, But what do you think happens when you're up by 1 score at the end of the game? These guys move the ball so damn easy when they need to. It's like I broke down some film. I watched some stuff last weekend, end of first halves, end of games, and they're not playing prevent. But god dang, the quarterbacks become accurate. It feels like all of a sudden when the game is on the line that these guys can hit any pass they want. Do you ever think about that? Like,
I will say this. I think a lot of this is happening because of the rule change of how defense can play football.
Correct.
They can't play that smash mound football anymore. They got to be more cautious. And I've noticed it too. Slowly but surely, when I started, identifying concussions and the dangers of it, I've noticed that it's more on, believe it or not, it's not so much how the defense stops you. It's so much how the offense stops themselves.
Right.
Because I call them ticky-tack calls. I don't remember seeing, I refer to the Giants game. One of our touchdowns that got called back. One of the receivers got called for a holding, but he was blocking him on his shoulder pad.
Right.
So now, granted, that's an offensive penalty, but it's the same thing with the defense. Because obviously the defense, you can't touch the quarterback.
Right.
God forbid if that quarterback's name's Brady, you can't touch him.
Shout out.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that as a hate. I'm just stating, and for example, wasn't there like a roughing the passer in this game when the player was tackling Herbert? I think he got him below the knees, and they called roughing the quarterback on that. Some of those. Look, there was even a call where we were basically blocked into the punter. Mm-hmm. We got to be able. Look, dude, I don't understand. They're game changing calls sometimes. Yeah.
If I hate those when the D lineman's coming in or he even gets blocked into the quarterback. He can't help them. These guys are going 100 miles an hour, man. So I hate those calls. Like you said, ticky-tack calls. I hate them, man.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, to answer your question, I think the changing of the defense or how defense can be played, I think that has something to do with the non-prevent defense.
Right.
But Armando has a good question. How about Trevor Lawrence? What's your thoughts on him?
I haven't I have to go back and rewatch some of that game, man. I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch hardly any of his plays today. But Urban Meyer was up there with Judge. Crazy enough, how he just got to Jacksonville. Urban Meyer and Judge are top 2 in getting fired this year, according to Vegas. And that is crazy. But I think Trevor Lawrence is in a bad situation, man, altogether. I think the guy can be a superstar, but in this league, you need help.
Yeah.
You can't. He's not at Clemson anymore in the ACC.
Yeah.
Playing the second-rated college football players. He's in the league, man.
Yeah.
Where
you're playing against grown-ass men
that are fast. They come off the edge. They're in your face. The game's so much faster, man. You know, whenever I hear those quarterbacks talk, first thing they say is how much faster the game is, you know, when they take that first snap in the NFL. So I think I think it's only going to be fair to let him play out this year. See what happens next year, see what they kind of build around him. But I think the guy has it in him. I just think he's in a bad situation right now, and that sometimes sucks being the best player in college. You go to the worst team most of the time.
Mhm.
Most of the time. So
I saw the game where I don't want to say most. I know I saw it up to halftime. And I saw when he threw his first pick of the game. You know, he looked all right. I mean, granted, they didn't win. And he didn't throw for 200 yards. Actually, he threw for less than 150.
Right.
But I mean, he is a rookie. This is his second game. You know, I want to know what lines they got these coaches. I don't think Judge and even what's the name? Urban Meyer. They're at least gonna do this first year. I mean,
look,
because the owners. I mean, you got to think about it, and I know the owners are thinking about this too. They got a rookie quarterback, and I'm talking about Jacksonville. They got a rookie quarterback. The whole staff, that's their first year. Now, if this was year 3, and if it was the same results, I'd be like, yeah, I could see it.
I gotta go back and look at the actual betting thing, but it might be just gone because what happens with Urban Meyer, as we all know, he's a snake, bro.
Mhm.
I would never hire him as someone for me. But you know what's interesting? The USC job opens up. Myers in game 2 at Jacksonville. All of a sudden, you start hearing Urban Meyer possibly going to USC. Why anybody still hires Urban Meyer is still a question mark to me. The man should be nothing to do with football but in a booth, and I wouldn't even give him that if it was up to me. He's a snake. He's defended wife beaters. He's defended liars, cheaters of this game, and he's asked his own wife to lie for him. So to me, the guy's a snake. He's always been a snake, not just because he comes from some school down south in Ohio. He's just a freaking snake. And if he leaves his Jacksonville hanging with a rookie quarterback, dude, this will just amplify it for me to 100 more degrees, man, how much of a snake Urban Meyer is, dude. I don't know why anybody hires him. I have no reason or known why anybody hires this man at this point.
It is kind of weird because I know from when he left Utah to go to Florida, it wasn't so much of a scandal,
right?
Because it was like a progression type deal,
right?
It was like a promotion, if you will. But I thought it was kind of ironic how he left after Tebow left,
because he
after Tebow left. He dipped out, said it was health reasons. And anytime someone says, you want to believe them.
True.
You want to, because I mean, okay, you know. But then he left, then he went to Ohio State, and you know, won a national championship. I will never forget it. It was the year after they won the national championship. They won the Fiesta Bowl.
Right.
You can tell that he was not into it.
Right.
Because it wasn't the national championship. I mean, you could just see it in his demeanor. You could just see it in his overall persona. And right then I knew I give him 2 more years. Sure as shit, he was gone within 2 years of Ohio State. You would think beating Michigan every year alone would satisfy him, but no. Man, Harbaugh got to win this year, man.
Shut up, man. Hey, we 3-0, baby. Hail to the victors.
Hey.
We're 3-0, baby.
Yeah, he got to win this year, man.
Hey, real quick, can I jump into some Cowboy stats that I don't know if people that know what happened today? Real quick.
Go ahead.
So, you know, the Cowboys ran the ball well today. They finished right at 200 yards total team rushing. Tony Pollard, Tony Pollard, 109 yards, 8.4 a carry. 8.4. He made some explosive runs today. Now, I'm not taking away from Zeke. He had 71 yards, 4.4 average. They found I liked what they did with their game plan today. It was more of a run game based game today. They wanted to pound the rock. Dak made a few bad throws. It was a different kind of ball game, but they knew they had to run the ball today. We were missing 5 starters today. So both our defensive ends are out, and we still got a decent pass rush in that game. I'm going to say, man, I was impressed overall, man. Now, everyone's going to tell me you got lucky calls, the refs, this, that, whatever. Hey, baby, just win, baby. Is that Al Davis says for the Raiders? Just win, baby. They found a way to win within the game that presented them today.
Somebody texted me on that field goal drive, and they say if the Cowboys win, the Chargers were robbed. And and that Danny didn't. I know Danny typed that in there, but this came from somebody else.
Right.
I text them back. Does it really matter?
That's what I say. You know me.
Does it really matter?
I've always thought that. I see you think like that as well as me. Like even when the Cowboys lost, I said there's no excuses. People told me there's pass interference, and against Tampa Bay, I was like, we lost. Yeah. I can't. To me, there's so many plays in the game, so many chances that at the end of the thing, dude, the Cowboys won, and we both have been on our short end of the stick on calls for many times, many years. It happens. Yeah. It happens. Unfortunately, these games, a lot of these games come down to the last play or two. So these calls get amplified a lot. Certain calls get amplified. But hey, man, the Cowboys hung in there. It was a road game. 5 starters were out, guys. 5 starters were out of this game. So to me alone, to come back and win, make it 1-1 on the road, I take this. And Sneaky, you remember this. I had the Cowboys going 0-2 to start the year.
I thought you said 0-3, actually. You said you wouldn't be surprised if they're 0-3.
Right. I still said they'd win the division, but they would.
Who would you play? Who you guys got next week?
We got, is it Philadelphia?
You do have Philly. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's Monday night too.
But I know for sure I had 0-2. I guarantee that.
You did have them as 0-2.
So I'm happy. I'm happy where they're at. I'm happy with the win. I'm happy with the road win. And I'm not what I'm not happy with, and I'm gonna say this here. I'm not happy with Sean Merriman, man. Okay.
Oh, yeah. We got time now. Let's do this.
Hey, Sean, we might clip this little segment, but dude, look. You were calling me out. We exchanged messages on social media. You were saying that we're scared. And then I offered you a wager. And the only thing you messaged me back is I'm not scared. And I messaged you back, Sean. Well, do you accept the wager? He messaged again. I'm not scared. What kind of answer is that, man? You either accept me or not, dude. But you know what, Sean? I'm going to tell you this. If we clip this or you hear this, I will never come after you anything out of football. Any shit talking that comes from Clary OG, Sneaky G, us here, we keep it strictly football related, man. But I'm a fan of you, Sean. That's why I was trying to interact with you. But, man, you got to give me an answer. You sound like my daughters, bro, giving me some kind of answer like that, man.
Right. Well, and I will say this morning, I did a little TikTok, and Sean, I had your side. I'm like, I hope you're right. I said, I have 2 favorite teams, obviously, and then the San Diego Chargers. But yeah, you gotta respond to us. And yes, we are professionals. Unlike what people say about us, but we are strictly professionals.
Yeah.
Maybe unpaid professional. No, let me stop. But yeah, whatever happened, like for me, I can't stand Tiki Barber. I can't stand the football player, Tiki Barber. I'm not gonna talk about his personal life.
Right.
We're not gonna talk about anybody's personal life. But on the field, between those white lines,
Yes.
oh yeah. As
Yeah.
KGB would say, your ass is mine.
You know, that's and I have made so many good friends, Sneaky included, through social media.
Yeah.
And all keeping it, Sneaky and me met because he stitched a video of mine just laughing at me, and that's how we became friends. And I've made so many other friends through this app as well, just having fun with football shit talking. There's some people that come after my family or my kids. For the most part, I ignore it. I do respond every now and then, but guys, this is supposed to be fun. We're not supposed, like me and Sneaky here can sit here and yell and bicker when it comes to football. But outside of here, man, we're here for each other, man. Like I am for a lot of you guys. So I try not to, I tell people, come into my comment section, but keep it football related, man. Talk all the shit you want about the Cowboys. Just keep it football related, man. And let's have fun with it. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I really can't respond back too much with the way we're playing. But I'm still going to talk shit about the Cowboys. I mean, that's just my MO. With us losing, that's what keeps me going at night. But in fairness, we got to beat Atlanta. Oh Lord, we got to beat Atlanta.
Now, is that an afternoon game? Because I'm going to be watching that one, dude. I have to watch that one.
We got to beat Atlanta.
I have to tune into that game. I have to.
Well, I think it's an afternoon game. Hold on. Where is it? I just had it up. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I got it right. Yeah, it's noon.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I have to watch that. I have to watch that game.
I'm actually going to be, and I'll throw this out there. If anybody wants to go to Buffalo Joe's this Sunday, I will be there. I'm going to bring the family. We're going to be decked out. Oh, my God. Clary, speaking of decked out, did you see any of my TikToks? How we were all in the restaurant and we all rolled in with giant stuff on. Man, that's so beautiful. Bro, I had a 40-ounce orange juice of mimosa.
I saw that.
Night. Yo, we need to hit that spot, man.
You know what video I liked you did? You did a video where you're trying to pick out the hat or the shoes and shit.
Yeah.
I like that little video, man. That was a pretty cool video, dude. I like that.
That was Saturday morning. Which one I should wear for my, when we were going to Comic-Con. Yeah, that one was fun. That one was fun. That's actually inspired by Armando. I got to give Armando props for that one.
That was a good video, though. Oh, yeah, that's right, man. That's right.
When I saw it, I saved it, and I'm like, yeah. Because I knew I was going to Comic-Con. And true story, I'm like, damn, should I wear my white shoes or should I wear my black shoes? So, luckily,
that's another friend. That's even another friend that Sneaky met through this app. That's another huge Cowboy fan base guy, man. And they became free. All three of us have become friends, actually, man, through this app. I'm telling you, man, football has brought football and the social media apps have made me a lot of new friends.
You know what? And this guy right here, too. I know it says Kevin, but he's AKA Fuego James.
Ooh.
This man right here. I mean, if y'all don't even know who Fuego James is, just go to Spotify, check him out. He's on Spotify, iTunes, Snapchat. Matter of fact, just Instagram him right now. Ask him where I can find him or where you can find him at. I mean, he does the intro to one of my shows. Great guy, although he's a Cowboys fan. I'm not gonna hold that against him. And then he said, "Oh, here, Carla. Yeah, I still worry about someone spitting in your." Yeah, she actually posted that on one of those comments. And I'm gonna be honest. Nobody, well, that I know of, have yet to spit in my food because one, I'm chill. I'm laid back. I'm not in your face type of person. We go there to eat. So, but I appreciate the love and the worry, Carla. You're such a sweetheart.
She is.
You're such a sweetheart.
Go Bears, Carla. Go Bears, Carla.
Yeah, go Bears. No, I can't root for you this year.
She's a big Bears fan. That's
I
why I
know,
throw it
and
out there.
I can't root for her this year because we have one of her first round picks.
Oh, that's right.
So you guys have to do bad for us to get a better pick. I'm sorry, caller. I still love you though. I still love you as a person. Now I'm gonna throw this out there because we're getting close. We are getting close. No, that's not what I wanted to do on that. Hold on. Let me find it real quick. All right, and Clary, you're gonna be a part of this as well.
Let's go, baby.
Okay, we are getting really close to October 7th. Let me get a sip of water. October 7th through the 11th. Sneaky G Blig, I can't even say it. Sneaky G's Blue Weekend events. Check this out. Barbershop, TH1 Barbershop, online appointments only. We have at Sullivan's Barbecue, the Clary OG will be there. All you can eat rib eating contest. October 8th between 4 and 8 p.m. Then on Saturday at the Copper Penny, myself, Clary OG, Cowboy Hippie, some giant. I'm gonna have another Giants podcaster with me, and I might have a former Giant, and a former Dallas Cowboy. We're working out the details. I'll put out the names of a confirmation here shortly. But also, there's more. If you notice, there's 3 vendors below me right now. You have Sunview Cafe, Main Street Cafe, and Pro Imaging Sports DFW. If you go into any of those locations, at minimum, you'll get 10% off. If you go to Sunview Cafe and you have Sneaky G-Man merch, you get 20% off if you say, I sent you and my outro. If you don't have my merch, you still get 15%. Just say my outro and say I sent you. Main Street Cafe, same thing. All you got to do, say I sent you between the 7th through the 11th. You'll get 15% off. Now, Pro Imaging Sports, located at Music City Mall. All you got to do is say I sent you, and you get 10% off your purchase. Yes, even if you buy Cowboys stuff, you still get that 10% discount. Are you excited, Clary?
I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna be ready, baby.
It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a good weekend. We're gonna, Clary and I will have a meet and greet. We'll talk about. I got to talk to Clary outside of this, but I'm excited to meet y'all. And of course, yes, with COVID being COVID, it is highly recommended that you guys wear a mask. It's recommended. You guys are grown people. And I say that because I don't know. You know what? Let me stop talking because I don't know if Music City Mall, if that's one of their things or not. But anyway, what you got, Clary?
Oh man, I'm ready for this, man. I'm excited. You sound excited for it. It'd be a little more exciting if your team was fucking winning. But
oh my god, I know.
It'd be a little more exciting. So it's like I say, man. Like even in college football, I hate Notre Dame, but it's always good for football when they're winning. I hate Texas Longhorns. It's always good for football when they're winning. But it makes it more. If you guys come into Dallas, man, without a damn dub on your record. I mean, come on, dude. How excited can I get for it, man? But hopefully, some things change around by then, and we have ourselves a pretty good ball game for that weekend. It's something to look forward to. I'm excited for it.
Okay, and you know what? We'll end with this right here. Well, actually, let me let's see. For the Giants versus Falcons, I'll root for you guys and root for you guys until you guys win a game. Well, I think hopefully we'll. Oh boy. Yeah, we got to win that. Okay, Mikey, I love this podcast because Sneaky G and I'm assuming that's and Clary OG keeps it real. Alike to trash talk, but about Sneaky G and Clary's families, not too cool. I think I know what he means by that. Not cool.
I know what he means. He's saying just don't talk shit about our families.
Yeah, I'm with that. And with that, did I just go through puberty? with that,
Yo, guys, I want to say a huge shout out to one of my best friends, Adrian. And I got to marry him and his beautiful wife last night. Be part of that wedding, minister that wedding. And congratulations to you. I hope you'll have a lifelong commitment to one another, make memories along the way. And congratulations on having a baby. They announced it yesterday at their wedding as well. And two more things. Michigan is 3-0. And the Dallas Cowboys are 1-1, baby, in first place. Puro pinche Cowboys. Let go, baby!
We don't count first place after week 8. Anyway, I actually want to give a big shout out to Carl Weathers. I mean, you know, when you meet a celebrity like that, I've been going to these Comic Cons for a lot of years. And I met all kinds. I met kinds that were like, down to earth. And I met the kind that are like, damn, I want my money back. He was definitely cool as the other side of the pillow. Hey, Scott, shout out. Yeah, I just want to, it was awesome meeting him. I didn't know he played for the Raiders. I gave him a lot of love and he reciprocated. Great experience. You know what? I just got to say, let's just do the damn thing. I'm tired of Giants losing, and I think everybody else is too. But anyway, that being said, let's go Giants! Oh!
I'ma keep it 100, you heard me? Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what